Welcome Fort B family and friends to a Friday night with Devo and PaPa Neal. And tonight we have special guests. In fact, these are some of the young bucks that we've been training for the next generation coming up here at Fort B. And I want to introduce you to them. Jackson, Wesley, Nathan, Finley, and Lukey. Lukey started riding when he was around 3, is that right? 3 years old he started riding, and now he's a good scooter rider, and he's almost 4. Are you 4 now?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 4. Yes, he's 4. Of course. And Lukey and Jackson are brothers. Jackson's been riding for a little while too and started going down some of the bigger ramps. Some of our older guys have been going the bigger ramps, like Nathan. He's been off the chart, going further than anybody and getting up there. But they also like to run and do like Ninja Warrior on the ramps and things like that. Finley, his middle name should be Fun. And it also should be, he falls a lot. Maybe an F and F, because he falls a lot. And he's always in trouble because he's always busting his teeth, so we got to get him some braces or something. But tonight we're going to talk about what it means to be a young buck in training. This is week 3 of young buck training. Last week we had Louis on, and he gave us some instructions on what it means like to be a young guy that's in the world of stunt riding. And so tonight, let's talk about what you enjoy most about Fort Barachel. So who wants to start first? Anybody? All right, Jackson, tell us, what do you love about Fort Barachel?
So I love about Fort Barachel is the tricks.
Okay.
Because they can do stunts.
Yeah.
And if it's scary.
Yeah.
The big ramp is scary for me, but I don't look down. Nathan.
Yep, Nathan's been up there a couple times. Is he encouraging to you?
Is encouraging me
okay.
to go down the ramp.
Yeah. All right.
So I can go down the ever ramps.
Okay. All right. Lukey, what do you like about Fort Barachel?
I like going down the big ramps.
Yeah.
Because it's so fun.
It's fun.
And I like going down the ones that don't have the stems.
Oh, the stems, yeah. Okay, cool. All right, Finley, what do you love about it? What's your favorite part of Fort Barachel?
About the ramps, because I just like to go up them and just smack down on them.
All right.
And ride up them and jump on and go down. And when I come up the starting ramp, I come up to the next ramp, I turn left, go there, and I just jump down, and then the next one jump down, and then I just turn around and come back up.
So you got a path that you follow. You all work together because we kind of have a direction. We all go in the direction so we don't get hurt. Sometimes it happens, right? Sometimes. But do we have to communicate with each other? Do we have to tell each other kind of like, wait, I'm going? Especially if you're going on all 3 ramps and you're jumping on them, we got to clear the way. All right, you two are the older riders or older scooter riders. What do y'all love most about it? And is there anything that you learned at Fort Barachel that you can think of?
I like the way that you have us. During this quarantine time,
Yeah.
we can actually do something rather than just sit in our house and Netflix.
Okay.
And then I like the way it burns our energy and produces all this sweat.
Yep, that's good. If we could package that sweat, it might be worth a lot to somebody. I don't know who, but maybe.
Somebody.
Yeah, somebody. Yeah.
Few
All right.
gallons.
All right, Nate.
I've liked all the wide variety of all the ramps, and once you do them all, you can start learning other tricks, which I've been doing.
Okay.
And it's very fun because there's so many ramps that you can do different things on.
Okay.
And that's what I love.
All right. So we normally have a Bible study in Devo with PaPa Neal at the skate park. We stop everything in between the older guys coming and the younger guys leaving. We have our time together. Is there any time, remember last summer we talked about the animals that God made? Was there any animal that stood out? Do you remember any of those? What do you remember? The giraffe or the dung beetle? Or you remember the dung beetle? Everybody remembers the dung beetle. And what do you remember most about the dung beetle?
It uses the stars to navigate.
Okay, it uses the Milky Way at night. And how did they find out that it uses the Milky Way? To know its path. It's this little bitty dung beetle that goes after elephant dung, and it pushes it off the side at night, every night. Gets its bearing with the Milky Way, And how did they find out it went with the
Little
milk?
hat on it.
It built a little hat on this little dung beetle.
When they couldn't
That was pretty
see.
cool. But only God can do something like that, right? All right. And what else? What do you remember?
It's a duck, but
A duck-billed
a duck-billed
platypus. A duck-billed platypus. And what I loved about the duck-billed platypus was it was a kind of a combination of a duck, a beaver, and other animals all combined together. And it has a unique way of an eye that's covered up. It has one lid that goes in the water, and then one that's outside when it's out in the sun. And we remember that duck-billed platypuses. I felt like that when I was in elementary school, and I would go to a new school or make new friends. I always felt out of place because I didn't know which group I fit in. And sometimes it's hard, right? Elementary school and middle school is going to be harder because you're going to a new school. For y'all too, y'all are coming up through that. Jackson.
When you said like the animals combined, it like reminds me of like God and us are still with us.
Yeah. So God developed each one of us. In fact, you remember about the giraffe? Giraffe has this huge heart that pumps all the blood to the neck and up to the head. But when it goes to a watering hole, it spreads its legs out and lowers its head down. You would think all of that blood would be rushing to the head. But what does God do? What did God do? It has a flap over its heart that actually calms it down so that when it gets up like a brain freeze, when you drink all that Slurpee real fast, you don't freeze the brain up. It doesn't freeze his head up or his brain up when he gets up and he can't front. He starts immediately running. Only God can do that, right? And we talked about those things last month. Is there anything that you remember that stood out for you about some new friends that came with you the first time? First time. You brought some new friends. Anything y'all remember about them? Some of y'all brought friends. You brought your cousins. You brought some friends from school. Anything y'all remember that stood out to them? What
I
did they?
brought my friend from school.
You brought your friend from school. It's important that we bring friends with us. Anything that stood out to them that they like about Fort B? Do you remember?
I like about because when we have pizza and like
You like the pizza.
because I like letting people go first before.
Okay, so our newbies, what do you call those? Newbies are who? Those new people that are there for the first time and they get the free pizza up front, right? They get the pizza up front. So, if you had to tell a person who's never been to Fort Barachel before, what would you say to them why they need to come and be a part of us? Remember?
Well, they could learn about God
Okay.
while doing
While
all
riding
the ramps.
and ramps and fun and
And you
jumping.
can also have pizza
And pizza, yeah.
and fun.
All right.
And that's all for free
All right.
on the Friday nights.
Yep. And we take donations, so we run off a donation. So we have a lot of, some of these people that are watching us are our family and friends that donate monthly so we can have the pizza, so we can have a place to ride. But we need to have a new place, a bigger place, because we're running out of space, right? We got more ramps that we can put up. What did we add last year? A rock wall, the rock wall. Has that been fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah, you liked it.
But
First-
now I don't because we closed it.
Well, we closed it down for the COVID part. Only COVID. But we're going to open back up. So here's the thing. Next week, we're going to take off here and come back strong on June. First week of June, we're going to do it by appointment. So like you guys come all together, we're going to have another group that comes all together and do small appointments at times, 2-hour appointments for about up to 10 riders. 10 riders in each group. So Fort B family and friends, make sure you contact me on this site here on fortb.org or call us here at 321-689-2617. 321-689-2617. Hey guys, thanks for being part of the Fort B Knights of the Round Table here at this round table. I appreciate it. Thanks.